Virtual Reality Simulation Training in Endoscopy, a Cochrane Review and Meta-Analysis. Introduction. Endoscopy is an important diagnostic and therapeutic tool used in the evaluation and treatment of gastrointestinal disorders. Novice endoscopists have traditionally acquired procedural proficiency through the apprenticeship model, whereby they learn skills under the supervision of experienced preceptors in the clinical setting. The growing awareness of the need for patient comfort and safety has, however, led to the increasing use of virtual reality (VR) simulators to augment traditional endoscopy teaching. Through a combination of visual and tactile interfaces, VR simulators present learners with situations that resemble reality and/or tasks that are designed to train them in a specific endoscopic skill, e.g., endoscope handling, loop reduction. Many such simulators employ a physical endoscope that the user navigates through a virtual lumen on a monitor or uses to perform a specific task. In this learner-centered environment, trainees can acquire technical, cognitive, and non-technical skills with no risk of patient harm or discomfort. Numerous studies assessing VR simulators in surgery have reported successful transfer of skills from the simulated to the clinical environment. Additionally, endoscopic VR simulators can provide objective measures of competence, such as mucosal visualization, which can be used to assess trainees and identify gaps in skill acquisition. Current American Council for Graduate Medical Education, ACGME, training guidelines mandate the incorporation of simulation training into gastroenterology fellowship programs. While simulation has the potential to reduce training costs as staff endoscopists are more productive when performing procedures independently, there are costs associated with acquiring and maintaining simulators. It is therefore important to ensure skills gained through simulation training positively transfer to the clinical environment. While several systematic reviews have focused on this topic, they did not perform comprehensive searches of the educational and computer literature databases and conference proceedings. Moreover, several trials have been published since the most recent reviews. The authors systematically reviewed and synthesized all current evidence to determine whether VR simulation training can supplement and/or replace early conventional endoscopy training, apprenticeship model, in diagnostic esophagogastroduodenoscopy, EGD, colonoscopy, and/or sigmoidoscopy for health professional trainees with limited or no prior endoscopic experience. Background. Endoscopy programs are increasingly integrating simulation training. The authors conducted a systematic review to determine whether virtual reality (VR) simulation training can supplement and/or replace conventional patient-based endoscopy training for health professional trainees with limited or no prior endoscopic experience. Methods. Kahn et al. Searched medical, educational, and computer literature databases in July 2017 for trials that compared VR simulation training with no training, conventional training, another form of simulation training, or an alternative method of VR training. The authors screened, abstracted data, and performed quantitative analysis and quality assessment through Cochrane methodology. Results. Kahn et al. Included 18 trials with 3,817 endoscopic procedures. VR training provided no advantage over no training or conventional training based on the primary outcome of composite score of competency. VR training was advantageous over no training based on independent procedure completion. Relative risk, RR, equal 1.62, 95% confidence interval, CI, 1.15 to 2.26, moderate quality evidence. Overall rating of performance, mean difference, MD, 0.45, 95% CI, 0.15 to 0.75, very low quality evidence. And mucosal visualization, MD 0.60, 95% CI, 0.20 to 1.00, very low quality evidence. Compared with conventional training, VR training resulted in fewer independent procedure completions, RR equals 0.45, 95% CI, 0.27 to 0.74, low quality evidence. Kahn et al. Found no differences between VR training and no training or conventional training for other outcomes. Based on qualitative analysis, the authors found no significant differences between VR training and other forms of simulation training. VR curricula based in educational theory provided benefit with respect to composite score of competency compared with unstructured curricula. Conclusions. VR simulation training is advantageous over known training and can supplement conventional endoscopy training. There is insufficient evidence that simulation training provides benefit over conventional training.